Good morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I am Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Friday, June 7th, 2024. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. From now until the start of the regular season, the only thing that is left for 49er fans to care about, getting an extension done with Brandon Aiyuk. On that front, it sounds like things are not particularly close. Here is NBC Sports Bay Area's Matt Maiocco on KNBR yesterday.
This one just feels a little bit different because they've already paid all these guys, and at some point the money or the cap space just kind of runs out. And when you have a team full of really good players, teams can't keep everybody, and you just kind of wonder what's going to happen with Brandon Aiyuk. I mean, do they really want to pay him the going rate for wide receivers, or do they think that maybe that money could be allocated in other areas? Bracing, I guess, for Brock Purdy's big contract. But this offseason, they did re-sign Juwan Jennings to a 2-year deal. They did draft Ricky Pearsall in the first round, and they still have Deebo Samuel for this year and next year. So it'd just be really interesting to see how this whole thing plays out. And it's entirely possible that they don't sign him to a long-term contract and they let him play out the final year of his deal and then just kind of see where it goes from there. Maybe, kick the can down the road a little bit.
That is very interesting. Okay, there's more. If that wasn't enough, here's Brandon Aiyuk's personal wide receiver coach, TJ Houschmandzadeh, on 95.7 The Game.
If they want to get BA signed, give him the Amon deal. Give it to him. Okay. And guarantee he'll be in there tomorrow.
You are.
They don't want to do that.
TJ, you're opening my eyes, and you're opening the eyes of our listeners right now, because I don't think that is the prevailing perception of 49er fans right now, that he is not being offered the Amon-Ra deal. Our thought was that it was going to be even higher than that.
Nah. Now, since Jets, Justin Jefferson, that's his nickname, Jets. Since he signed, maybe things have changed. But prior to the signing, if you had offered him Amon-Ra St. Brown's deal, he would be there. Now, I don't know this to be fact, but I believe that to be the case.
Okay, I try to leave personal opinion out of these updates as much as possible, but here's what I think is going on here. Remember when John Lynch said, we don't like to negotiate publicly, we like to keep things private? Yeah, that ain't happening here. They are absolutely negotiating through the media. The Niners got their message out through Matt Maiocco. We paid a lot of people. I don't know if we have enough money. And Brandon Aiyuk's team got their message out through TJ Houschmandzadeh. Hey, if they just offered him the Amon-Ra deal, this thing would be over with. This negotiation has officially gone public. Is that a good sign, a bad sign? I don't know. Could be a bad sign, or it could just be both sides trying to make one more final push before agreeing to a deal. Either way, we don't know what's going to happen, but things with this Aiyuk negotiation are clearly different than they have been with George Kittle or Nick Bosa or anybody else that the 49ers have recently signed to a big contract. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Friday. Let's forget about Brandon Aiyuk for a second. Let's get defensive. The Athletic has a column with one big question for every new defensive play caller this season. If you want to read Nick Sorensen's question, click the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch. Vish Kumar and I did a YouTube exclusive show last night because Vish missed his earlier pod. It's 2 hours long almost. We were on fire. I highly recommend it. Go and check it out. I promise you it will be worth your time. One thing you may have missed, yet another reason to love Malik Mustafa, other than the fact that he's built like a smaller Dre Greenlaw, which is awesome. But his mom went on Twitter and posted a photo of him and said, getting a divorce is tough. Divorcing the Dallas Cowboys after 48 years, now faithful to the Bay. That is awesome. And let me just say, you have made a massive, massive upgrade. If you like NFC Championship games and Super Bowls, you've come to the right place. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network wherever you get your podcasts. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Click the bell to get notified every time we go live, which is every single weekday for you. Today, I'll be live with Matt Maiocco of NFL Network, 9:15 a.m. Pacific time. You don't want to miss that. Enjoy your Friday and your weekend, everybody. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.